to another episode of The Dream Alchemist. I am your host, Crystal Lauren, The Dream Alchemist, and in this episode, we are talking about the number 2. We're going to go over all things about the number 2, the birthday, the life path number 2, the destiny number 2, the soul number 2, the personality number 2, the personal year number 2, and I did not go into this in number 1, which I will probably do. Maybe I'll do it separate since I didn't. Is talk about the angel number 2. Okay, so let's get into it. Are you ready? I'm also going to do at the end of this video is pull some cards. I'm going to pull from a tarot deck and an oracle deck and give you a reading based on number 2 people. Okay, number 2 people in any of these categories, the reading would apply to you. Okay, so let's get into the birthday. All right, now kind birthday number 2 people are kind, patient, and sensitive, and highly intuitive. They do better in a couple than alone. So number 2 people like to team up with people. They like to partner up with people. They like to be in relationships. They prefer to be in relationships. They are team players. You're also considerate and supportive, and you do not crave the spotlight. Unlike number 1. Number 1 craves the spotlight. Okay? Your lesson in life is to learn how to stand up for yourself. Number 2. People born with the number 2 birthday. Alright, now let's get into life path number 2s. Alright, now you could be born on number 2 and not have a life path number 2, but as I'm reading this, some of this may still apply to you as far as who you are. Okay, the life path number basically reveals your success, your power, and your energy. Okay, so that's what life path numbers are. Number 2 life paths is kind, diplomatic, and cooperative. Those are their strong traits. You are the most patient of all numbers and are extremely sensitive, perceptive, and emotional. So that's possible for some Pisces to be. I'm a Pisces. I'm born in March, but and I'm not born on the 1st. But this sounds like some Pisces characteristics as well: sensitive, perceptive, and emotional. All right. Your emotions can switch from crying to laughing on a dime. Now that is not me, but I am sensitive of being the number 1 and a Pisces. Along with your sensitivity comes true intuitive gifts, and you have the ability to feel other people's emotions. So people that are life path 2 are more likely to be empaths. Okay. However, you must be sure not to sacrifice your own opinions and feelings or make compromises simply to keep the peace. All right, or this can cause you to have some resentment. Now, when it comes to relationships, you're very patient. You're compromising. You tend to attract people that needs fixing up, building up, and you compromise things for people. You're very patient with people that's trying to get their life straight. You're unlikely to stay single for long and can become a serial dater, moving from one relationship to the next. So I don't know if that's you, but that's what it's saying. Life path number 2 people are. You're a natural negotiator and mediator, often the power behind the throne. You do not always receive the credit and recognition you deserve. You may be overly concerned with what people think. You will find success in careers that allow you to help others. Feels like teaching and counseling people. Maybe like inspirational coaches, life coaches. Definitely a life coach. I see that. All right. Now, that is the basics of the life path. So I'm going to go ahead and go into your two destiny numbers. Destiny number 2. Now, if you are a destiny number 2, that's by calculating all the letters in your name. That's how you get your destiny number. So destiny numbers. Now, you may not be a birthday 2 or life path 2, but like I said, some characteristics kind of coincide with each other. And your destiny basically is putting what you came here to do, what you intended to come here to do. Let's put it that way. Okay, and it's all adding all the letters in your birth name. All right. What you came here to fulfill in life is what a destiny number is. And you calculate it with a chart, alphabet chart that goes in line with what tells you which number is for each alphabet. Okay. Now, destiny number 2. So let's get into it. Destiny number 2 is naturally tactful, charming, good with details, cooperative, and patient. You excel as part of a team. Remember what I said? Some of these will coincide with others. So, like birthday number 2, even though your birthday is not on the 2nd, your destiny number could be a 2, and it still means you are good, better with partnerships rather than leadership. You tend to second guess yourself and lack confidence in your choices. The sensitivity that allows you to work so well with others can be a delicate balance in a workplace. All right. Since you don't like to be the center of attention, you must make sure that others recognize and appreciate your efforts and give you credit where credit is due, or you may be overlooked. People trust you and admire your thoughtful, generous nature. If you don't feel disrespect from others, you will not be comfortable or perform well. So you gotta have that. You gotta receive that recognition and appreciation because you're out behind the scenes. People that are out front are getting the credit. You need people to let people know, like, no, if this wasn't for this person, I wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't have been able to do this. So you need to get that from people. Okay, and you probably maybe demand it. Now, when living on your shadow side, you become overly sensitive, a crybaby, sneaky, manipulative, and a convincing liar, revealing your duality. You can become confrontational instead of diplomatic. You will be happiest when you are making a positive, dynamic contribution to a team. You bring harmony and balance and cooperation to everything you do, and you will feel fulfilled and overcome your shadow. Whether it is with family, friends, or colleagues, become a peacemaker and harmonizing influence in whatever situation you find. So, kind of going into the destiny area. You are a 10 player. Whatever it is you're destined to do involves you working with people. And you're able to bring some good things to the table because you are good with details, all right, and you can be very patient with people as well. So that is your destiny, is to be a part of a team to help make something happen and be that background person that brings things together and make them happen, all right. So but you have to be careful of being sensitive or being petty, or when you don't get the recognition that you deserve, and you feel in some type of way that you can become someone else. Okay, right? You're not as harmonizing, not as ready to work fairly. You know what I'm saying? So that's destiny number 2. Let's get into your a number that some people talk about, but not many, is the soul number. And your soul number is calculated with all the vowels in your name. And that is the number that rules your heart. That is your heart desires, your true dreams, your longing. So whatever you hide from the outside world, people that really don't know you, they don't get to see this part of you, but people that are close to you do get to see it. All right. This is maybe something that you cover up if you have if you like to keep a wall up. All right. This is soul number 2, people. And again, you get that number by adding all the vowels in your name. And let's get into what soul numbers mean. Okay, so soul number, well, I just told you what soul number means. Let's see what your number, soul number 2. Better in a pair than alone. Like I said, number 2 goes for all the categories. Even though you may not be a 2 in those other categories, some of those traits in those categories do apply to you. You're devoted, okay? You're committed to your partner. You're definitely the marrying kind. You're extremely sensitive, and you're sensitive to criticism, and you don't take criticism very well. You're tactful and kind, and you can see the both sides of situations, and you prefer to be the support in a relationship or rather than take the lead. So you kind of like sit back and let the other mate do their thing, and if they have some issues, you kind of can be patient with it. You can be understanding. You have compassion for their flaws. You bring a deep spiritual quality to any relationship. So you are there to be the emotional support for someone, for others. Be a support to others, period. Okay, so that is your soul number. Now the personality number is you. It's how others see you. Okay, the outside world. Like that one is people in your relationship base, your people you're close with, your loved ones. This is the personality number is how people see you. Maybe like that you're not as close to, but your first impression. Okay, and let me see. Let me go to number 2, personality number. Okay, personality number 2s. Let's see what people see you as. Again, it's going to coincide with the other categories. You're cooperative, you're modest, diplomatic, humble, a good listener, shy, refined, often underestimated. So that is personality number 2. Now let's get into the personal year number 2. If you are in the personal year of number 2, and you get the personal year by adding your month and date of birth to the current year. All right, let's see. All right, so you get it. Okay, so there's a thing called an attitude number. Okay, your attitude number is your month you were born and the day you were born. That is your attitude number. So you're going to add your attitude number with the current year. All right. So let's see. Now there's a 9-year cycle in the personal year. And when you add this is what you tells you what you should be doing during this time. All right. Now, personal year, like I said, is your attitude number plus the universal year, which is the current year, whatever is the calendar year at this time. So you add those numbers together. All right. So if your attitude number is a 6 and you were in 2021, then you're going to add all those years, all those together, and get your personal year. Okay, so let me go over the meaning of personal year number 2. I hope you guys can hear me. Now, personal year number 2 is a time to nurture the seeds you've planted in year 1. Your time will be best used by tending to those big ideas you set in motion last year. You will make strong connections and meet people who can help you further your goals and dreams. This is a great time for romantic connections and the expansion of family. This year moves a little slower than last, and your patience and ability to compromise will be put to the test. You will experience heightened sensitivity. So this year is almost over. Okay, so you probably already experienced all of this, or you're going to possibly start experiencing some of this. Some of it may roll over to your personal year 3, but this is the time for you to kind of be focusing on nurturing what you started last year. All right, and focusing on making romantic connections, dating, getting closer to your mate that you're involved in already, or possibly having children. Uh, your sensitivity level is going to be heightened during this time, and this is where you're going to be tested to kind of, navigate through it. Okay. Now, that is the personal year. So that is all of them that I wanted to go over. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull some cards, okay, and ask the angels, spirit guides, ascended masters. Oh, I already got one already. Okay, so the card that was jumped out, that's how I pull. Sometimes cards jump out immediately because they already know intuitively what I'm asking. The spirit, angel, spirit guides, ascended master, and ancestors. So they are. You'll see the card here. It says 7 of Wands, and that's valor. Okay, so valor is something that you need to tune into at this time. And what is valor, by the way? Okay, maybe you don't know, but valor is the time for you to maintain control. So remember, we talked about how this is, if you're in a personal year 2, that you need to be careful of heightened sensitivity, relationship nurturing. So if you are in a relationship and there's some challenges going on in your relationship at this time, then you need to choose your battles wisely. All right, you need to when it comes to relationships, you want to move in grace. You don't want to get all, your emotions are high. You want to just say hurtful things to whoever hurt you. You don't want that shadow side to come out. Okay, right now. Okay, we're in the remaining personal year is coming to an end, and right now I'm seeing, from what I'm hearing, is you need to check yourself when it comes to the battles you're getting in with people, the confrontations. Because you're so emotional, you can't really hold back what you want to say because of the emotions are so deep and you're hurt. You need to still stand your ground, but do it in a respectable way. Get through it. You're going to be challenged in this area. As far as, well, you're going to have to defend yourself, and there's competition. You're going to be faced with that, and you need to check your emotions and choose your battles wisely. Okay, so that is what that card is saying for you, number two people, whether you are in any of those categories. That applies to you. So just stand your ground. This year, this time is passing, and there is a new moon. The recording of this, there is a new moon. This is October 5th. New moon is tomorrow, so I don't know if you get to see this around that time, but set intentions to be able to deal with that, your shadow side. Number two. Now I'm going to be pulling from an oracle deck, and it's the Chakra Insight Oracle deck. This pull I'm going to have to do over. There's a bunch of cards jumped out. Alright guys, I'm sorry. The cards fell, so if you didn't hardly hear me, it's because I was picking up the cards off the floor. So what I want to do is go ahead and pull from this deck and see what angel, spirit guides, ascended masters, and ancestors have to say. There's one, actually the card that jumped out before just jumped out again. Alright. Goals, passions, cravings, fulfillment. Alright. Your desires. So this is a time to work on your goals and fulfill your desires. Remember, you said year one, personal year one, was the time where you started setting these goals, and personal year two is for the time for you to focus on really fulfilling those desires. Become more passionate about fulfilling those desires. You planted seeds. Now it's time to pour into them, feed them. It's time to really get deep into your passion for your passions. What do you really want? Like, what is it that you really want to see happen? You're passionate about it. You're like, this gotta happen now. So get really passionate about what your purpose is, what your goals are. That is what this card is telling you to do. Number twos. So don't let anything get in the way of that. So that's why you have to keep your emotions in check at this time. Okay. So you need to focus on what makes you passionate. That's where you need to keep your focus and just stand your ground and really fight to make that happen. It's time to walk in a direction of your true desire. Okay, that's what it's time to do. If you have put it on hold for whatever reason, you need to go ahead and walk in the direction of it. Whatever doubt you had prior to it, or now, whatever doubt you're having to it, bring that passion back to the forefront. Now is the time, because As you're coming out of this personal year, you're going to go into personal year 3, and there's going to be new opportunities for you at that time. So that is it. That is all for this video. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to learn about anything with the number 3s, if you have any 3 in your life is a number. Oh, I did say I was going to talk about the angel number 2, didn't I? So let's get into that. All right. I didn't do it for number 1s, but I'm going to do it for number 2s. And just in case the number 1s are listening, because they have some 2 energy within them, I'm going to go over 1 really quick as well. Okay. Maybe you number 2s have some 1 within you, so this applies as well. So number 1s, let's just go with that. Now, if you are seeing angel number 1, meaning that number is coming up for you a lot, double 1s, or you see 1 in every number that come up. Every time you look at something, you see a number 1 in it. That is an angel trying to give you a message. All right. Now, it's time to start something new. This is where you need to stop. Stay positive. Remember, I said, you might get really emotional, so don't go negative. You may feel like nobody is really acknowledging you, but you are not alone. This is number 1. So if you have any 1, number 2s are seeing 1s, then this is why. Okay. And it's time for you to take risks. So like I said, go after them passions, step out on faith. It's time for new beginnings. Remember, where you started some seeds, but now it's time to really kind of nourish those seeds. All right. You're a nurturer, so it's time for you to nurture those seeds and create something amazing. Okay. So that if you are a number 2 seeing 1s, then this is why. Now, if you're number 1 seeing 1s, that is why as well. Okay. So number 2s, if you're seeing 2s, number 2, or you're seeing 2s, again, diplomatic. It's time for you to really focus on your purpose. If you're out of alignment, you need to get back in alignment. Being out of alignment, that's why you have these emotions that's running high. It's time to focus on getting energetically aligned with your purpose. That's why I said go back to feeling passionate about it. Why you want to do something, why you're passionate about it. You need to follow your inner guidance and be open to receiving assistance from your angels, your spirit guides, your ascended master, your God, whatever it is that you call to help you navigate in this world. Keep going. Don't give up. Your prayers are being answered. Create harmony with others. Okay? Remember we talked about 2s. This is the time to create harmony. So if you are seeing a bunch of 2s, then like I said, in your relationships, this is the time to create harmony and not fight battles that don't need to be fought right now. Okay? And create balance. Right? You have some emotional highs and lows. You need to balance those. Right? That is what you need to do. So that's it now. Number 2s, I like this. I felt really good about this. Number 2, you just kind of in alignment with 2s, and I love it. So that is it. That is all. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this content, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out. And next episode, I am going to go over number 3s. And yeah, so that's episode. It's not the next episode. I might do something in between there, but subscribe to this channel if you have threes in you at all. Don't, threes in any of these categories. So, all right, see you next time. Bye bye.